here, that journey chick on Instagram. Welcome to Crafting in Crime, episode, I don't know, 176 or so. How is everybody? Did you have a great weekend? Did you stay safe? Yes, more importantly. You know, I felt like crap on Friday, but by Saturday afternoon, I was feeling better. So I got I took these shelves that I've been working on, took them all apart, put them all back together again with zip ties. Worked perfectly. I'll take a picture and insert it here so you can see. Kitty, kitty, hi. Do you want to come say hi? Come say oh no. Say oh no. No, I don't want to be on camera. Hello, look at his tail. This one does not like to be held. At least, no, doesn't like to be held. That's Pearl. P-U-R-L. Pearl and Stitch. Get the reference? Stitch and Pearl. Let's get the planner out. Planner. So yesterday during my Zoom, I put together the week. I did some fall stickers, some fall colored stickers here. You can't see them very well. There's a little lady there. She is crafting, because that's Craft With Me Wednesday. I'm hoping she's got a ruler. I got to get a ruler today. I'm going to go to Joann's today. I'm going to buy a ruler that I need. I'm going to try to find a book that I need because I'm going to do paper folding on that day. This is where I list what national day it is. This is where I list this day in history, all of my social media that I do during the week. I have several unboxings I've got to get done, and a floss tube. So, and these are just like sayings to encourage me during the week. See? Yeah, so just a little fall thing, and I'll add stickers as the week goes on. Mine is not, it's more of a, maybe it's more of a memory journal than it is a planner, because I'm not really planning the future. But look, under bills to pay, none. I got them all paid. And payday, Friday, yay. The bills are paid. Let me see, I have to pay the rent though. Gotta pay the rent. Rent. What happened to, I feel like I'm missing, oh no, here it is. There's the days in October. Wait a minute. Whoa, that's wrong. Wait a minute. If I get paid here, wait a minute. What? Yeah, I gotta pay the rent this time. And I put down a special friend's birthday here. Yeah. So I don't forget. Anyway, that's the, okay, we can write in it. We know what to write. Okie dokie. Where are you going?
Letting them out.
Oh, for the week and for the day. Let me show you where I was at with the painting yesterday. I was working on it during the Zoom, my afternoon Zoom. I do a Sunday afternoon Zoom. Here we go. I was working on the little monster. Can you see it? Yeah, I started putting in the crystals, pink crystals. There they are. Yeah, you can kind of see them. Now I did this whole, the ground underneath them. So I think I'm going to finish up the little monster. I'm going to do it like, instead of sections, I'm going to do a monster at a time. Then I have ordered some glow in the dark, round glow in the dark for the background, the trees and stuff that are in the background. But I have glow in the dark, but they're square. I didn't realize that until, I should have known, but yeah. And I did not see that they had, I was looking on the site, Diamond Painting Drills. While I'm talking about Diamond Painting Drills though, I am an affiliate. I do make a small commission. Use the link down in the description. Use the code hashtag monster10. You'll get 10% off your purchase. But I was looking for glow in the dark rounds and all I could find were the white ones. But then today I saw on Instagram that they have the rest of the, some more glow in the dark, different colors. But I don't know why I didn't see that on the site yesterday when I placed the order. But I'm going to place another order in October. So I'll place an order then. But I don't, other than the white ones, I think that's all I'm going to put in this painting anyway. I want to put them like where the trees and stuff are and just, the background. So that when the light's off, the background kind of pops. It'll be cute. Got my coffee in my little elephant cup. All right. Some of you thought this was a book. Well, it's kind of a book. This is my Halloween spell book that I get out every year. It says Book of Spells. I had to read it to see what it says. And it's actually just, you open the spell book, and I have my kit in here. There's all my crystals, a pen, and some of the drills for this painting. Let's get some out. Do I have any out already? Kind of, sort of. No. All right. What number? Oh, we should do the E's. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. It's Monday. No, I don't have a dance or anything to do on Monday. There we go. There we go. Now we need a pen. This one and this. This is my favorite pen. I got this for Christmas last year. It came from Patriotic. I think she calls it the Patriotic Team. It's a Facebook group. Oh, she makes fabulous pens, really and truly. And I have glue dots in there right now. So I think I can do this with a light off. Eep, come on. Maybe not. Oh boy. So right now I have both dogs in here and one of them just farted. Oh my God. Good Lord. So what did I do yesterday? Okay, I had the live in the morning. Took a nap. Had the, trying to think. Did some crochet. Then had the Zoom. Did some more crochet. Yes, I'm finishing up a commission. Yes, it's almost done. Then all my commissions will be done. So, and I worked on that while we were watching season 2 of Travels with My Father. Such a funny show, really is. So in season 2, they're in Europe because the father thinks he's going to show his son some culture. So I don't know who's showing who what, but it was pretty funny. My nose itches. What does that mean? Am I going to come into money? Somebody's talking about me. Oh, there's Stitch. What is he up to? Dollars to donut. He's going to climb under that rug. You think? Oh my God, it smells terrible in here. Air freshener. Do we have any air freshener? Oh my God, do I have air freshener? Oh, I do. Now it smells like dog farts and April Fresh air freshener. I don't know if that made anything. Well, I got rid of the dogs. They're like, we're out of here. Oh God, those poor dogs. All right, let's talk about the Elizabeth Holmes trial. The second week wrapped up. Elizabeth Holmes is on trial for fraud. Now I can smell the air freshener. Whew. It's a little bit like walking through a garden. She's on trial for fraud for her company, Theranos. They had this machine called Edison. They were getting ready to roll it out to Walgreens. So on Friday, they had a senior scientist with Theranos, the company that Elizabeth Holmes ran. He came on and testified. And he testified that they were getting ready to roll this thing out to Walgreens, this Edison machine. Walgreens was going to put one of these machines in all of their pharmacies. And it just took a finger stick of blood. You just prick your finger, You put the blood in there and it ran all these tests. Well, they knew that it was unreliable, but they continued to go forward, to move forward with this rollout. Now, I don't think the rollout ever actually happened, but he testified that Holmes was aware that this machine, Edison, was unreliable. So I thought that was interesting. So some other interesting things that happened in the trial. One of the jurors got excused for financial hardships. She said she had to take care of her mother and that her employer would not pay her while she was on jury duty. And this is going to be a lengthy trial. And the co-conspirator in the fraud, her ex-boyfriend and COO of the company, Balwani, who's going to be tried in January, his defense lawyer put in a motion with the court to reserve 2 seats in the courtroom every day for him and or a representative and his client, or 2 people. Anyway, they wanted 2 seats in the courtroom. It's a very crowded courtroom. And the judge says, no, I think he denied the motion. He says, listen, if you want a seat, get here early. So I thought that was funny. Yeah, get here early, get a seat. Yeah, because their argument was that, they want to be able to read the demeanor of the witnesses and stuff, because clearly they can get transcripts, because the court reporter is taking down everything they say. And that court reporter will go back at night and transcribe everything. So it's available for whoever wants to order a transcript from a particular witness for a particular day, a particular time. That's how they get paid. They don't get paid for sitting there typing. Well, I mean, they do, but it's not nearly comparative to what they would make if somebody orders the transcript. Then they make a lot more money. And the judge pointed that out. The transcript's available for you if you really want to know what happened in the courtroom and you don't get here early enough to get a seat. I thought that was pretty funny. So that is the Elizabeth Holmes case. Now, in the Stanley Ford arson trial, it concluded last week. All the testimony concluded. And as you recall, Stanley Ford did not take the stand. He opted not to testify on his own behalf. He is charged with arson and murder. 9 counts of murder. He's facing the death penalty if he is convicted. I put a poll out on the community page. I want to see what you guys thought. Guilty or, I can't get the community page on. The community pages are not available on iPad. Isn't that strange? Anyway, I believe about a quarter of you, 25% or in that range of people, kind of agreed with me that it might be a hung jury. Then the majority was guilty. So we'll see. But here's what's going to happen today. They're going to do closing arguments. The prosecution and the defense will put on their closing arguments. I do not know how much time they have asked for those arguments. I suspect it's going to be a couple of hours each, given the lengthy nature of it. It's 2 separate crimes. Well, actually 3 if you count the vehicle fire. And there was very little evidence of the vehicle fire. The only evidence to link Stanley Ford to the vehicle fire was that his alarm was disarmed and then rearmed in proximity to that fire occurring. And those similar things happened with the other 2 fires. We see that the alarm is disarmed and then rearmed in proximity to the 2 fires in the homes. So is that evidence that he did the vehicle fire? They may not find him guilty of the vehicle fire. I don't know. But I suspect each one of these counts, it's, the arson, the first arson, the second arson, third arson, the murder, it's all going to be separate counts on the verdict form. So he's charged with a lot of different things. So it's not just like guilty or not guilty. There's a lot of things that this jury is going to have to decide, a lot of evidence that they're going to have to weigh through. They'll get that case later today or first thing tomorrow. They'll start deliberating. I suspect they're going to be deliberating for some time. They are going to be sequestered. The judge has instructed them, bring a suitcase, extra clothes, that the meals will be provided. They'll be put up in a hotel. So, yeah, we'll see when we get a verdict on that one. And then the other case that I'm following, it's not really a trial. It's just the case of Gabby Pedito. As you recall, she's a social influencer on Instagram. She was posting, well, I don't know if she was an influencer, but she was on Instagram. She'd been posting pictures of her fiance's trip across the country. Cute girl, really cute girl. She goes missing. Her family last heard from her in late August. I've seen a body cam video from an officer who stopped her and her fiance as they were driving through Utah, and Gabby was visibly upset over an altercation that those two were having. He had scratch marks all over his face and arms. He was given the choice of pressing charges, and the officer really believed that they were just probably getting on each other's nerves, needed some time off from each other, and they put them up in a hotel and gave them a chance to calm down. Anyway, that's really the last time we see her. I don't know if she communicated with her family after that, or when the last time they had communication was in late August. She was last seen in Utah or Wyoming, one of those two. The last known area where she was seen was Wyoming, as they were traveling across this country. So the 1st of September, the boyfriend, his last name is Laundrie, Brian Laundrie, he returns home with her van and no her. She's not with him. So the family of Gabby reports her missing. They wait a few days. Brian refuses to talk to them. And then they go ahead and report her missing. He won't talk to police. His family hires an attorney. The attorney advises them not to talk. The next thing we know, the family calls the police to the home and says that their son is missing, that he decided he was going to go hiking. He had all his hiking gear on. That was last Tuesday. And that he went hiking, took his Mustang and drove to this reserve, which is like 200 and some acres, swampland in Florida. So the parents went looking for him. Before they called the police, they went looking for him. They found his Mustang, they took the Mustang and drove it back home. Something's fishy here. Something's very fishy. Yeah. So once the police were notified of where he possibly might be by the parents, they're now searching since Friday this reserve. They're putting up drones, sending in dogs. They've got these swamp vehicles, they've got boats. They're out there trying to find him. Cannot find him. In the meantime, yesterday, late breaking news, Sunday afternoon, a body matching the description of Gabby Pedito was found in Wyoming, and we don't know positively if that's her. I suspect the parents were notified, probably flew up there to identify her. Forensically, she'll also have to be identified because I don't know what shape the body was in. But anyway, if this turns out to be her, this guy's in big trouble. Yeah, I don't. For a while, I thought, is this a hoax? Are we being, are you kidding me? Are we being hoaxed here? But, so it's not a hoax. If she's passed away, if she's dead, and he's the cause of it, I will cover that trial when it happens. Although I suspect he may have gone out in the woods and killed himself. I don't know. Or he's just so deep in hiding. 225 acres, that's a lot. But, he's spent several nights there. And I suspect if he lit a fire, they would notice it. But, so is he sitting there in the dark? This is Florida. Now, first of all, the mosquitoes are probably ridiculously thick, just probably eating him up. Eventually he's going to run out of food and water. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. So they're going to find him real soon. They'll either find him or find his body. Well, that's the same thing, isn't it? Um, they'll find him alive or they'll find him dead. And then, in which case, there will be no trial for me to cover. But so, what do you think of that story? What's your take on it? I didn't show you the canvas, guys. Oh my goodness! I just realized you didn't see what. Did I show you the canvas? Yes, I showed you the canvas. Okay. So that's the trials. Did I mention Durst was convicted? Yes. Well, did we expect that he wouldn't be convicted? Yeah, Robert Durst was convicted of killing his best friend because she knew, she had information or was a witness to whatever he did to his first wife, which nobody knows because she went to her death with that secret. Anyway, he will spend the rest of his life in jail, which is not a very long life, I must say. Did we do what national day is it? It is National Fried Rice Day. If I already said that, boy, I'm super squirreling today. So I picked this day. I had several to choose from. I could have chosen pepperoni pizza because I love that. No, but I chose fried rice, and here's why I chose it, because fried rice is delicious. My stepmother, she's deceased now, but when she was alive, she made the most amazing fried rice. She was from the Philippines, and oh my God. Now, my daughter-in-law's from the Philippines, but her fried rice is not the same. It's just not the same. She would spend hours making this fried rice. I mean, she put in all the vegetables and cut up the vegetables and cut up the chicken. And, she taught me how to make it. I can make it. I always used a medium grain rice, but according to the internet, long grain rice is better because it has less starch, which I knew that, but I don't know. Okay, so long grain rice. I'm gonna need to make some. I like it with chicken in my fried rice. Now, some people like beef, some people like shrimp, some people just like the rice. But yeah, so it is National Fried Rice Day. It goes great by itself. It's a meal in and of itself, or you can make it as a side dish. It goes with anything, absolutely anything and everything. I can't think of much that fried rice doesn't go with. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, fried rice. Yeah. Aw, isn't he behaving himself? Because I took all the yarn away. All the yarn now is over here behind doors, so they can't get it. At least they have not attempted yet. They're probably still trying to figure it out. All right, what's done and paid? We could also do this day in history. So we're going to talk about the Amish today, because this day in history, 16 people from this Ohio Amish community were convicted of hate crimes. And the ringleader, his name was Samuel Mullet. And by the way, when you search, I always like to do research on my stories. When you research mullet, you come up with lots of mullets. Remember that hairdo, the mullet? Yeah. Lots of people have the mullet. Oh my God, that was just such a horrendous hairdo, wasn't it? Anyway, I digress. All right, so Samuel Mullet, he ran this sort of a sect of the Amish people. It included 18 families. They had 800 acres of this land in Ohio, and they were like super religious. And he had control over all these people. The trial that ensued after what they did, and I'll tell you what they did. There was testimony that he would sleep with the wives of these men in the cult to cleanse them, and as part of their like marriage counseling, he would sleep with them. He had 18 kids himself, and then the men would be stuck in chicken coops. He'd put the men in a chicken coop. So these people were very, very disciplined. Now, traditionally, Amish people are very passive. They don't use electricity. They don't believe in anything modern. They don't drive. funny thing is, I see this, I'm looking at video of this ringleader, Samuel Mullet, and he's drinking a Mountain Dew. I'm like, okay, that's very traditional. A Mountain Dew. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. And he would take taxis to wherever he needed to go. So I don't know how religious he was. But anyway, he was the ringleader and convinced 16 of his followers. Was it 16? Yeah, 16 of his followers to conduct 5 separate attacks on other Amish people in other communities that he felt were not religious enough. They weren't as faithful as they should be. So these people would go and attack them. They would pull them out of their homes, cut the women's hair, cut the men's beards and hair, which doesn't seem like a horrible thing, but that was that's their identity. These people, once their men are married, they grow these beards, and it's a religious symbol to them, and it's a symbol that they're a member of this community. So once it's gone, their identity is gone, and their religious, that's part of their religion. So there was a new law, a new hate crime law in the books in Ohio. So they decided, okay, this is going to be the first case we try under this new Ohio hate crime law. And it worked. They were all 16 convicted. And Samuel Mullet, who did not participate in any of the attacks, was convicted as well for being the organizer of the attacks. Now they could have gotten a life sentence for what they did under this new law, but the judge felt that they really were not a danger to anyone else outside the community, and felt like they had learned their lesson, and they were very contrite over having done this. And usually the Amish people handle these things amongst themselves, but these people were so frightened by what happened that they called 911. And after the 5th attack, the police were like, okay, we got to do something about this. So the judge sentenced Samuel Mullet to 15 years in jail. And then the other people got lighter sentences, either from 1 to 3 or 4 years. But Samuel Mullet's conviction was overturned by a higher court. The higher court said there's not enough evidence to convict this guy. There's nothing really, there was no evidence linking him to this crime. So they overturned his conviction. What? Yeah. So he's out of jail. Yeah. The rest of the followers, they went to jail, and they were willing to do that. They took responsibility for what they did, and they said, okay, we'll serve our time. Terrible case. So this was the day in history that they were convicted of these crimes, hate crimes. Yeah. And there's a big debate about whether it was actually a hate crime. The defense for these people admitted that it happened. They weren't denying that it happened, but they were just saying it was a simple assault. It didn't amount to a hate crime. But clearly it was. They were attacking these people's religious faith, by cutting their beards off. And they quoted some passages from the Bible that supports that they have these beards. And yeah, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Guys, if you enjoy this show, hit the like button and then sincerely apologize and take it out for an ice cream. Also, please consider subscribing if you are not subscribed to the channel. Thank you for watching all the way through. I appreciate it. Also, ring the notification bell when you want to know if I have another video posted. Like I said, I got 3 unboxings to do, a floss tube to do. I do have to work from home today, so I will find some time to get it all done. But yeah. Anyhow, it is Monday. There are lives tonight, quite a few different lives. Scrapping Like a Lady, Principal Painter, Brandy, which is Mystery of Diamonds, Crystal's Crafty Creations. It just depends on what's your taste. What is your taste? What time Do you have time for this, that, and the other? Now, I think Crystal's going to celebrate September birthdays. You know, Tootsie's birthday was September 16th. She's 4 years old. Where'd she go? Oh, she left during the farting incident. Okay. Stitch went under the rug. Didn't I bet you he would have? He's under the rug. See that little lump in the rug? That's him. Oh my goodness. So probably I'm going to do a short video as well. YouTube has what they call, it's in beta, they have shorts. It's like a 60-second little video. I'm going to put that out, which is kind of be a little craft room tour. It's going to have a, you know, some video of the new shelving unit that I spent. I have over 150 zip ties holding this thing together. It is never coming apart, guys. Never. So have a great Monday. I know I will. And I will see you guys tomorrow in Crafting and Crime. Take care. Love you all.